first with our brownie puff bites. That's puff pastry, and we only need one, not two. Usually a box comes with two. We're gonna pull one out and we're gonna let it sit on the counter and soften up and defrost so that we can unfold it. About 40 minutes. So we're gonna set that aside, and meanwhile we're gonna work on our brownie part of the recipe, which is super fast and easy. Okay, in a microwave safe bowl, you're gonna put half a stick of butter in, which is 4 tablespoons, and we're looking for 4 ounces of chocolate. Now, it's up to you if you wanna do semi-sweet, if you wanna do unsweetened, or if you wanna do whole hog and just do some Hershey's chocolate bars. I am overrun with Hershey chocolate bars because of a Girl Scout project that I had done with s'mores, so I want to use some of these up. Now, because I'm gonna do Hershey's chocolate bars, there's sugar already in these. If you were to use unsweetened chocolate, 4 ounces, you would need about 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Because I'm winging it with these Hershey chocolate bars, I'm going to have to taste and see if it needs a little bit more sugar or not. My guess is not, but let's see what happens. And we're going to melt this down in the microwave at half power in 1-minute increments, stirring in between. When you want to melt chocolate, the key is to go low and slow until things are happy and smooth. Okay, that's a little over 4 ounces of chocolate for the Hershey chocolate bars. That's roughly where you want to be, about 4 ounces. So I'm going to start melting this down in the microwave. Okay, so here's our melted chocolate. Took a few intervals, nice and smooth with the butter, and I've had 2 eggs sitting out just to get the chill out, and I'm going to mix them in. To this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to give, I'm not going to whisk it because I don't want to overwork it. I just want to kind of whip it with my spoon. To this, we're going to add 2 healthy tablespoons of flour and mix again. All right, so that's all mixed in. Now we're going to get our muffin tin. All right, we're going to be working with 3-inch muffin tins, and give the tins a good healthy spray of non-stick cooking spray. These are hopefully going to make about 20, so you're going to be needing like a tin and a half. All right, I've defrosted this enough to unfold it, and I'm going to lightly flour my work area because we're going to roll out our puff pastry till it's actually kind of thin. We're looking for a 12 by 15 rectangle. So I'm going to let it sit for a couple more minutes, still a little frozen. I'm gonna flour my rolling pin and we're gonna start rolling this out. All right, we're roughly at a 12 by 15 rectangle, and we're going to measure out 3-inch squares. And cut them. With this square, you're going to take your muffin tin and you're going to press the puff pastry nicely into the bottom. And we're going to continue until we're done with all of our dough. All right, we've got our muffin tins filled with our puff pastry. We have the oven going at 400, preheated. And now here's where you can have some fun. You can fill these with whatever you want in the middle. Like for instance, we love peanut butter, so give a healthy tablespoon of peanut butter at the bottom of maybe, if you want to split up the amount of what's what, I'm going to do maybe 5 with peanut butter. Add a nice healthy dollop of our brownie batter. But before you go any further, you have to top these in a way so that you know what's what. So for the peanut butter, I have some crushed up peanuts before I move on to the next filling. This is a really great cherry jam I made. If you want to check out some of my jam recipes, they're on YouTube and they're on the blog. So a nice healthy dollop of some jam, some berry jam. Get some brownie batter on the top. I top with some dried cherry. I was going to do some plain ones where I was going to add some chocolate chips. And just add the brownie mix right on top. For those of us that just want a little bit more simplicity. And then my final version was I had some extra peppermint, crushed peppermint, that I was going to put along the bottom from Christmas. And put your brownie batter on top. All right, I almost made it to 20, so obviously I went a little too high on these. So just be careful when you fill them. So I was a little short on 1.5, so I took a little bit of my puff pastry. That was here, filled it with some chocolate chips here, and folded it. So I was gonna have like a little chocolate chip puff pocket there for somebody that might want that. So these are filled and my oven is hot, so they're going to go in for about 15 to 20 minutes. We're looking for golden puff pastry. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and these are done. You can see that we've got some nice golden edges to our puff pastry, and the brownie piece kind of springs back to the touch when you push down. So I'm going to let them sit in here for a couple minutes and settle, and then I'm going to pull them out and put them on a cooling rack to cool completely. And that's it. You can serve it with a little powdered sugar, and they're good to go. They're fun little brownie bites with puff pastry, filled however you want them. All right, they're out of the oven, they're cooling, and they're going to be eaten up. So that is Fridays with Flora. Puff pastry brownie bites. Thanks for joining me. Have a great Friday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And have a great weekend. Stay warm, everybody. We're in Siberia right now. And our thermostat is only going down to -7 because that's all it can do. So we're going to be enjoying these under blankets. Bye.